so I'm going to be doing the solutions for our PSET for Unit B, Chapter 1. The first question was, why did Abraham want to destroy the Al-Kaaba? Now, the Al-Kaaba is a very holy place, and it garners a lot of attention because of how sacred it is. It is the most sacred place on earth, even at that time. And Abraham, he built a church, and that church was not getting that much attention, unlike the Al-Kaaba, which was getting a lot of attention. And what really made him mad was when a bunch of Arabs started to destroy, or rather messed up his church, while you would rarely see such a thing at the Al-Kaaba. So why did Abraham want to destroy the Al-Kaaba? Two things. Arabs, there were a bunch of Arabs that disrespected his church, and he was jealous. Which ties him back into our story of Habil and Qabil. What was Qabil feeling towards Habil? Qabil was jealous of Habil, therefore he wanted to eliminate him. Abraham, he was jealous of the Al-Kaaba and how much attention it was getting, and for the right purposes. The Al-Kaaba was getting the attention for the right purposes, but he was getting jealous because, they were not coming to his church. So he was jealous and wanted to eliminate the Al-Kaaba. Who is Abdul Muttalib? Abdul Muttalib is a very important part because he was the leader of Makkah at that time. Let me write that down. He was the leader of Makkah. So he was the leader of Makkah, and what is within Makkah? The Al-Kaaba, Masjid al-Haram. So he did have some duty, legal duty to protect the Al-Kaaba. But what we later learned was that it wasn't really his duty to protect the Al-Kaaba, right? It was just under his, jurisdiction, the land. It was within him. Alright, what made him tell the people of Makkah to leave? Obviously, Abraham, he assembled a bunch of people, he assembled an army, and brought a bunch of elephants. So, basically, they were under attack. So, Abraham actually sent a bunch of people to basically see what's going on in Al-Kaaba, or rather the city of Makkah. However, on the way back, those soldiers took a bunch of camels, they took a bunch of herds from the people, and basically they were doing rampage across Makkah. And this was sort of a precursor, or rather should have been a precursor to what was Abraham planning. But as we know later, that doesn't really happen. So they were potentially under attack, so that made him tell the people of Makkah to leave. Third question, why was Abdul Muttalib not worried? This is an easy one. And I'm looking for one key word, and that is he had, and the key word is Iman. Iman is the key word. Because although he owned the camels and he owned the herds, and he was the leader of Makkah, he had jurisdiction over those things. He had to protect those things because those were his property. However, nobody owns the Al-Kaaba. The Al-Kaaba is meant for a place of worship for everybody to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the protector of the Al-Kaaba. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala owns the Al-Kaaba, therefore he is going to protect it. So what did Abdul Muttalib have? He had Iman. He had faith that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was going to protect it. So that's why he made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and said, Ya Allah, please protect the Al-Kaaba, and Allah does answer his prayers or dua. What happened when Abraham ordered the elephants to destroy the Al-Kaaba? The elephants ran away. Basically, these elephants were trained to take orders from Abraham. They were basically trained to destroy things. So when Abraham gave them the commands, such as sit, turn over, do this, do that, they were going to listen. That's what they were trained to do. However, when they were told to destroy the Al-Kaaba by Abraham, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the elephants. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the elephants to say, hey, run away. Do not attack the Al-Kaaba. Go away. And the elephants, they know who the true God is. They know that the only person that they should be obeying is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only true God, and therefore they're going to take orders from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because He is God. He is the supreme being. The elephants ran away on the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect the Al-Kaaba? Basically, He ordered birds to grow stones on the So once He gave the orders to the elephants to go, yo, run away, right? Abraham and the soldiers were still there, and basically Allah ordered a bunch of birds to basically collect all the stones that they can get nearby, and then drop stones on the army on top of Abraham, and therefore defeating the army. Basically, think about it like a stone, right? A stone is heavy, it's sharp, it can basically break through much if you give it a significant amount of force. So these birds were dropping stones like it was raining or snowing rather. And the army got defeated because they were badly hurt, they were badly injured, some of them died, and that's how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala basically ordered animals, because the animals know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is God, and that they're going to take orders from Him, and that's actually how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saves the Al-Kaaba, and it shows that we should have iman, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the all-powerful, He is the most highest being in the universe, and this punishment that Abraham's armies got goes back to like the story of Prophet Noah. Prophet Noah's all the disbelievers died in that great flood. Even though they did die in this massive flood that wiped out the entire earth, besides the believers and the two of each animal, it's nothing compared to the punishment that disbelievers, or rather bad people, get in hellfire. Similarly, this is the case, right? Even though stones does hurt on this world, even though running elephants does like hurt in this world, at the end of the day, the punishment in Jahannam, the punishment that bad people get for being jealous, for killing people, for having bad motives, is infinitely times worse. And we should be like Abdul Muttalib and have iman, have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.